We are taking calls at 617-830-4750. Let's go to the 570 area code, Pat, if you'll indulge me for a moment.
Okay.
Caller, what's your name and where are you calling from today?
Hi, my name is Jason. I'm calling from Pennsylvania.
What's on your mind today, Jason?
I just wanted to get your opinion on something, specifically about the Supreme Court, more specifically about the method by which Supreme Court justices are appointed.
Okay.
What do you think about the idea of taking the power to nominate and confirm Supreme Court justices, away from the President and the Senate, and instead having Supreme Court justices be directly elected by the American people?
I'm against that for a couple different reasons. Number one, it would be almost impossible, but let's pretend it were possible, right? Let's put the logistics aside for a second, Pat. I am sort of against the idea of Supreme Court seats being political. Now, you could say, David, you're being naive. The president decides who to put in there. If you've got a Democratic president, they put in a more left-leaning judge. If you've got a Republican president, they put in a right-leaning judge. If you've got a Democratic president in their last year, then Republicans just delay and wait until you've got a Republican president in there to make a decision. So it's already political. Why don't we just change it from one way of being political to another? But I think that listen, if you see how uninformed voters are in a presidential election every 4 years, which supposedly would be something people would pay attention to and care about, I just have no confidence whatsoever that letting the public vote on a Supreme Court justice would do anything positive for us.
I don't think that judges should be elected officials, and that's something that goes on even at the local and state level. Obviously, probably shouldn't happen at the federal level. I can't imagine a judge going out there and trying to campaign and trying to gather support. I mean, what are you going to go after? Like, I'm for fairness. I'm for being strict when it comes to the law. You'd have to go down specific policy issues.
Right.
I just don't want to see any of that.
Especially when, if you believe this sort of idealistic notion of the law, which is the judges are there not because of their leanings, but because they are merely going to apply the law to the facts of a case. What are they going to campaign on, right? I mean, obviously we know that it doesn't work this way, but you should have, if someone understands the law, then that's what should determine how they apply the law to particular cases. So you're basically asking for more political applications or interpretations of law by having judges campaign. And I agree, at the local level, I'm totally against it. Anyway, that's my thoughts. Appreciate the call.
Thank you very much for taking it.
All right.